Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for coming today for the meeting. I thought we'd start today by a small introduction. I'm Marianne and I'm the case coordinator at Indigo.
I'm Jenny from Indigo and I'm the service coordinator.
And I am Frances from Community Link.
Oh, well, thank you, Frances. I wasn't sure if you'd actually knew each other. I just thought it was important for us to do that introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you both for coming. As you're both aware from the email that I sent you, we're dealing with 3 clients at Indigo at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny has done some service coordination for them. And Jenny, I have sent some information to Frances regarding that we have 3 clients that we were hoping maybe your service could join with ours.
Of course.
Collaboration of service in this instance for these 3 clients I think is essential. Indigo in itself can provide a lot of services to meet their immediate needs.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, and to reach their long-term goals.
Yes.
As you would know, Jenny, from looking at what we have in Indigo, these 3 clients fit right into what we can do to help them.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
However, of course, in some cases there's a need for referrals, and it's very important that we utilise all agencies.
Yeah.
And in that collaborative approach, we can meet all of their needs.
Of course, yeah.
And I feel that that's how we give our best service to our clients.
I agree.
You agree? Oh, good. Well, I'll just do a quick little overview. We'll start with Bill. Bill is our client with the acquired brain injury that's looking to get back to work.
Yes.
Within our service itself, Jenny's put some plans in place for him to have some disability support respite,
Yes.
engage in some activities throughout the service. A little bit of feedback that came back from Bill, he wasn't happy with what he was in. He felt that he wanted more of a challenge and that he wanted more for himself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
you recall that, Jenny?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
So from that feedback, we looked at possibly referring him to your agency because it has a little bit more structure around into the workforce and you have levels of assessment.
Yep.
So you would be able to assess Bill and see exactly what level you think that he would be in to be more stimulated, more challenged with his activities.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, in saying that, Indigo will still provide other forms of support for him. He has his mother, who is his nominee. We've referred her for some support agencies herself, just to get a little bit of support around being a carer.
Yeah. Yep.
And to relieve some of that pressure. That we've taken some of that pressure off her by putting Bill into some of these programs. And she's receiving that support around being a carer. I just feel to meet Bill's needs wholly and to give him what he wants from our service, to bring your agency in would be very beneficial.
I agree,
Yes, it
100%.
Yep, and so you feel that you'd be happy for us to make that referral through to you, and
Of course.
that would be fantastic. And then we have Judith. Judith is our older client who had her fall at home.
Yes.
She came to Indigo because she was feeling that she had restricted mobility, very fearful. If you remember Jenny, she was quite fearful about having to go into some type of full-time care.
Yes, not ready for that.
Yeah, no, she wants to stay at home and be self-reliant. She was dealing with a lot of grief from her partner passing away and a lot of isolation. She didn't have a lot of social interaction, did she?
No.
So we put some things again. Jenny coordinated some services there, and we put in place for her to engage in the aged care system, and she was very happy with that. She's got some home care. They go to her home.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. I did refer her off for some bereavement counselling around her depression with the loss of her partner. however, again, we got some client feedback, and in her feedback, Judith was in a wheelchair due to her fall, and her wheelchair had broken, and she was unable to get anywhere. She missed some of her appointments with her friends, so which increased then her isolation.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it
she,
did.
she started to feel miserable, and she had said in her feedback that she thought that Indigo would provide a wheelchair.
Yep.
It's not part of our program. It's a separate part of our program that does allocate wheelchairs and accessible items for disability. Again, this is where your service would come into play, in the hope that, you know, we could utilise your service for referring clients that need mobility
Yes.
scooters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's definitely something that we at Indigo would appreciate and be able to supply more for our clients if we worked with you yet again.
Would, yes.
You think, Jenny?
Yes, yes, I do.
Yep. So that's something that I was hoping that maybe we could link you in with us again and collaboratively work to meet that need for Judith.
I agree. Yeah.
Yep. And it is something your service does provide?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Excellent. And our third client today is Denny. Denny came to us, he was homeless,
Yes.
and we put him into the homeless program. And he's been working with the alcohol and other drugs program around his alcoholism, and sorting some legal issues he had.
Yes, yes.
If you recall, he had some problems with the police.
Yeah, no, that's getting sorted as well.
Yeah, that's great. And again, with his feedback, when we assessed what he had said, and it happens that on his original application he didn't identify as Aboriginal.
Oh,
Whereas,
okay.
yeah, on our feedback we found that he is of Aboriginal descent,
Yep.
and he had expressed that he'd like to work with an Aboriginal worker.
Yep.
We put him into, it was the Aboriginal programs officer we linked him with, wasn't it, Jenny?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, in Indigo. And as much as I feel that that is what he asked for, his long-term goal is to get back to work.
Yes.
And in doing that, we were looking at a referral for a service that could help him do that,
Yep.
a job link service. And I was feeling that Denny is asking for an Aboriginal worker,
Yep.
and I feel that that's what he would thrive best with if we referred him through to your service.
We can provide that, yes.
Yes, so you do have Aboriginal liaison officers?
Yes, we do.
Through your job link?
Yes.
You do. So you would feel happy for
Of
a
course.
referral? Yeah. And you're aware of our programs and what we offer?
Yep.
Yep. I personally feel, and Jenny, correct me if I'm wrong, we've discussed it and we feel that our service provision, as well as yours, if you choose to interact with us, would meet these three clients.
Oh, yes, yes.
Of course. Yeah.
And help them reach their goals.
Yes, it would, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We've always been about a collaborative approach.
Yep.
It's good as services to work together, and it's good for the best outcome for the clients.
Yes.
Yes. There was one other thing I wanted to mention today at the meeting, and that is I just wanted to make sure that we were all aware, at Indigo we have our policies and procedures around mandatory reporting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And we're statutory laws that we follow when it comes to our clients and identifying any risk factors or any risk of harm. There is a process that is followed, and it's a mandatory process.
Yes.
You're aware of this, Jenny? And
Yes, I am aware
And
of
you
it.
know that to access the policies around that, you go
Yes.
into the interlinks in the Indigo files, and that is where it'll give you a clear view of what is expected of us and the process that we take.
Yes, I am aware.
You are aware of that?
Yes, yes.
And in your agency, you have policies and procedures around that mandatory reporting,
Yes.
and identifying risk behaviours and clients at risk?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so within this network that we're collaborating with, that is at foremost one of our most important things when we're dealing with our clients, to be aware of their safety, our duty of care of workers to our clients,
Yes.
and being aware to identify any risks, behaviours, or any risk that they may be at, and
Yes.
following the statutory laws that make us mandatory reporters,
Yes.
and
100%.
within our programs
Yes.
and policies. That's great. I also would like just to mention that I have talked to the 3 clients about discussing their information here today. They both signed a permission for me to discuss
Yes.
their situation with you here today.
Yep.
Our clients' privacy and confidentiality is of utmost importance.
Yes.
Of course.
And at no time do we discuss our clients without their consent.
That's
and
right,
without their
yep.
permission. I believe your agency would be the same.
Of course, 100%.
Yes, absolutely. That's really good. All right. Well, it seems that we've definitely made a start here.
Of
Yes.
course, yes, I agree.
Do you both feel that working in this collaborative space that we would be able to perhaps review every maybe 6 weeks? We might have a convene for another
Sounds
meeting.
good. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to get some feedback, and
That sounds awesome. Yes.
because it would be really interesting for you to give us some feedback on how you feel they are going with your service.
Yep.
And both you and I,
Yes.
Jenny, will be able to give you some feedback on what we feel
Yep.
is happening.
Yes. Good idea.
Because it's very imperative that while we manage our clients, that we discuss with them and communicate with them and make sure that they are happy with the service that they are given.
Yes.
Yeah, because our aim here is it's a client-directed service, and it needs to be what they want, what
Yep.
they feel they need.
Yes.
We need to be working toward their long-term goals.
That's the main
That's
priority.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, with a lot of support and a lot of encouragement, a lot of acceptance,
Yep.
and a lot of flexibility to be able to adapt to different needs, changes in circumstances.
Yes.
You know, as we know, Jenny, our feedback's shown, you know, we've changed our service plans, and our feedback again may make for more changes.
Yes.
So we need to continually monitor and see how they're going. And we'd like to be able to do that with you,
Yep.
and we'd be like to work together as a team.
Yes.
Okay, all right then. Well, I thank you both very much. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No.
You don't have any questions?
No.
I would just like to say that this meeting has been very good, and I am very happy with what we've expressed today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're
And we look forward to working with you and working as a team.
Same goes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.